Good afternoon, everyone, and thanks for tuning in to this week's BubCast Silicon Valley. Now you should know the drill by now, so let's look at our poll results from last week. The question was whether you thought Ning's latest round of funding means we are officially in Bubble 2.0. 66% of you said yes, and 34% said no, so I guess we are. Now don't pop it. The new consumer VoIP startup Ooma launched yesterday. Much like Vonage and the ill-fated SunRocket, Ooma lets consumers use their normal phones to make and receive calls, but at drastically reduced prices. You still have to get your hands on the hardware, however, which starts at $399, and have a broadband internet connection. Ooma's celebrity creative director, Ashton Kutcher, the actor, let us take a tour of the factory this week. Check it out.
Ooma Looma doopity-doo, I got the perfect phone for you.
Hey, you! Ooma Loomas! Get back to work!
Ooma Looma doopity-doo.
Yesterday, the Bubblicious crew headed over to Monster Cables to see demos of some new products and do a few interviews. Take a look.
So you guys do a lot of research and development at Monster, right? I mean, that's part of the quality control, I assume. So what are some new upcoming, can you give us some new and upcoming things that aren't out yet?
So we have a secret project we call Einstein.
Oh, cute.
And it's basically home automation and control and distribution. That is, it's based on like a platform of platforms. So it's very easily, there's all these applets that you can connect on all these different platforms, from Windows to Mac to cell phones, that kind of stuff. So a lot of devices will connect to this system that it can control, and it really works. We have working demos, and we're just kind of finishing up the software and the GUI. But you'll see home automation control from Monster probably in the next 6 to 12 months, maybe.
We've come out with something that we're calling Cable-It, which is basically a product that helps you very quickly organize your cables, whether it's AV or whether it's maybe all the USB cables on your desk, or if you're a musician, all of your guitar cables that are hanging out of your gig bag or something like that. The idea behind this is that if you were sitting behind an AV rack, or if you had a whole bunch of cables that you didn't want to necessarily use little wire ties for or Velcro straps, what could be a simpler, faster, not quite so permanent solution for that? So we've come out with this Cable-It product, which is basically a tool and a wrap that's not very impressive looking by itself, but it's definitely something that works very easily. So basically the way it works is that you just put on this tool here, what we're calling like an easy zipper, and then you have your cables here, a wrap, which this wrap you can cut to size, so exactly match your cables, and just place it on here, and then when you're ready to go, you just zip it up, and you're done. So now all of your cables are set. You've got them all wrapped up.
Now last week we showed you the footage of an iPhone scalper turned hacker. Now he's trying to start over. He stopped hacking into iPhones, mostly because he was bad at it, but here he is now.
I'm Ray, and I'm an iPhone hacker.
Hi, Ray.
I tried to sell the things, and that didn't work. Then I tried busting into one. That didn't work. I don't know what I'm going to do now.
Okay, let it out.
Back off!
We wish him the best of luck in his recovery. In acquisitions this week, TechCrunch acquired a company called InviteShare for $25,000. InviteShare is a service that lets users trade invitations to online services that are still in private beta. Now, Mike Arrington said TechCrunch had already been planning to create an invitation swapping service of its own when InviteShare launched. After raving about the new service, though, Arrington admits he may have actually driven up the value of the site, but nonetheless, congrats to everyone. In our poll of the week, we turn again to Ooma, but don't worry, those creepy Ooma Loomas are gone. Ooma hopes to succeed in a market where many others have failed. So, do you think Ooma will do well, or are they doomed to join the graveyard of other internet phone services? Go on to Bubblicious and let us know. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.